What's happening, boys? Episode 13 of the Fulham career mode. 13, unlucky for some. We need a bit of luck. We need some results to go our way in this one as we approach the final two matches of this season. Look how close it is. But also, look at the quality of the team we're playing. Wolves, right down the bottom of the table. We've got to beat him. We've got to beat him. Even though it's under Molyneux, we've got a striker up top who's scored 30 plus goals this season. We have to win this one. Like, anything else is just a poor excuse, really. Ball's whipped in. Man rises up. Rico Lewis kind of bumps into him. He goes down. Penalty. We'll have a look at the replay here. I don't know. I really don't know. As Larson steps up against Lecomte. Penalty straight down the middle. A simple finish, really. If he sticks to his guns, he saves it. And then that going to give Wolves a bit of confidence, a bit of momentum. Allowed them to attack us with a bit more intent. And that is kind of a piss take, really. That is the last thing that we want. We want to just get an easy ride into the final game. Obviously, we can't secure ourselves European football here, but we can give ourselves a real good shot going into the final game at home as well against a European rival. As Adama misses against his former team, Mainu tries to convert the rebound again straight at the keeper, but thankfully we've kind of turned their dominance around back into our favour. When we're making passes like that, though, the confidence, the kind of size of the situation is getting to the players. European football is within our grasps and we are letting it slip away from us with every ticking second. And as Hwang Hee-chan almost converts to make it 2-0 to Wolves. We've got to give ourselves a real kick up the backside. Before half time, we can get a goal here from this attack. Gives us 45 minutes to break down Wolves, get back into this game and get ourselves some European football. And when you need a goal, you call on Omega Man. Grab that ball. 31 goals this season. Not quite going to break Haaland's record, but he gave it a damn good shot. 30 minutes remaining in this one. We're still attacking. We're still trying to find a threat. Adama, look at the space he's got here. Iwobi just times it perfectly. Does exactly that. If it was anyone else, any other wing with decent shooting, apart from Adama, who just cannot put the ball in the back of the net sometimes. Still 1-1. Still right at them. Another chance for Adama. Cuts past his man. Shoots again. Saved. Why does it have to be Adama? Why did the ball have to fall to him every single time? 5 minutes left. The clock is ticking. We don't win here, it's going to give us just an even bigger shift. And again, Adama misses, and again he's going to look to dribble, find some space. Iwobi, can he find anything? No, it's blocked. 3 huge chances. They all fall to Adama, our worst finisher in the front three. And as Wolves whip it in, we are going to get it away. But the game is going to end a 1-1 draw against Wolves, man. They were sitting so far down the table, and that means the final game of the season, we are sitting in a Conference League spot, but we are joint on points with Forest. We're 1 point above Villa, 2 points above Spurs and Everton. So we can finish as low as 10th. If results don't go our way, Everton can jump us, Spurs can jump us, Forest can jump us. In the unlucky 13th episode, surely things can't go that bad. Surely we can't drop all the way down to mid-table. Well, it's in our own hands. We're sitting in a Conference League position right now. We just need to secure the result at home against Newcastle. It's not an easy composition. Just secure the result. One last result we need to be secured. We're looking at these men: Smith Rowe, Iwobi, Adama and Omega Man. Can you do something for me? One more time. 9 minutes in, first chance comes our way. Smith Rowe up against Denali, skips past him with ease. He's got runners. What's he going to do? Instead, he's going to cut back inside himself. Trippier gets back. Tonali gets back. Gets double teamed. Doesn't quite work out, but it doesn't stop the press. And that is going to help our here as Pope kicks it off of Omega. He can't quite get the ball back into Armand. You saw there. Villa went 1-0 up against City. Not the result we want. Things for ourselves are just looking so poor. You can see the teams are already relegated. It will be Bournemouth, Burnley and Sunderland going down. Definitely going to be some players at Bournemouth I'll be looking at. Semenyo, Clivert, Alex Scott. The list, they've got some decent players we could pick up. Definitely we'll be looking at some of them to help us, because I think we need, like I said, I think I said it in the previous episode, we need pace out wide. We've got good creative players, but we need pace. Raw pace. And Semenyo, he's got pace. He's got finishing. He's got a bit of creativity in him as well. But this game is just kind of, we're only 40 minutes in, but we're not creating as well as I thought we would. The clock is ticking down. Robinson's diving into tackles when he's on a yellow. He gets sent off there. It's season over. You can just write that one off. Thankfully he didn't. Thankfully he maybe composed himself again. Thought, what am I doing? Chance for Wissa. Scored a similar chance like that against us at St James's Park, but the clock is ticking down. There's only 10 minutes remaining. As far as I know, this is not enough. We need to win this game. And Adama, he missed 3 chances in the previous game. He loses out of possession in this one, allowing for a Newcastle counter-attack as Anthony Alanya. Look at this, just skip past our man. Instead plays it inside to Joel Toon. He's going to look to just play a little cheeky ball into Guimaraes, and a lovely 1-2 and a lovely finish. Puts the dagger into the Fulham Hearts. Joelinton has just put the final nail in this unlucky 13th episode. And that is us out of European qualification. We didn't do it via the league. I'm not sure if we've done it via the FA Cup getting to the final, even though we did lose. I'm not 100% sure. We'll just have to pray that next season we get a bit of European football. Otherwise we have well and truly bottled that. We were never, it was never secured. It was always a tight fight till the end, but dropping points at home to Newcastle, dropping points to Wolves, who are fighting for relegation for the majority of the season, it's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Big changes will have to be made, as Erling Haaland is presented with the Player of the Season award. Congratulations. You've got to think Omega was right up there with him in terms of the voting. But obviously he had the advantage of being at Man City fighting for the league title. Speaking of the league titles, we'll go through the top 5 leagues plus the Championship in just a second. But it was Arsenal that won the Premier League by 3 points in the end. So they did the FA Cup and League double. We finished 7th, 1 point behind Spurs. So a draw would maybe have been enough. I didn't actually see the goal difference. Carabao Cup goes to Newcastle. That's back-to-back years they've won that. As we saw, Arsenal won the FA Cup. Coventry, Ipswich, and it will be Sheffield United coming up via the playoffs. So 2 teams that haven't been up. Well, Coventry, they haven't been up in a very, very long time. Ipswich went down, came back up. Sheffield United went down a couple of seasons ago and have come back up. But some teams you probably expect to go right back down. Real Madrid won La Liga by 5 clear points over Atletico in second, not Barcelona, and then Bilbao Athletic Club, incredible from them, getting into the Champions League. Moving on to the Bundesliga, it was obviously Bayern Munich and it wasn't really that close. Dortmund, Leverkusen and Mönchengladbach round out the Champions League. That's a bit of a shock one. Mönchengladbach, Stuttgart and Leipzig, the other European teams. Then to Serie A, that's Inter Milan by 8 clear points over their rivals AC. Juve and Atalanta rounding out the Champions League. Roma in the Europa and Napoli not quite defending their title as well as they thought. as they get into the Conference League. And then finally, Ligue 1 was obviously won by PSG. Maybe not as many points as you think, 81. You think they maybe get a couple more than that. Marseille and Stade Rennais, could put up a fight next season. But as for ourselves, 7 runners up, 4th round, not the best, definitely not the worst. We were offered a job by Aston Villa, turned it down straight away. We got to build something here with Fulham. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Next episode, Transfer Special, Season 2. I'll see you then. Peace.